What's up, everyone? My name is Coach Curvey, the Wellness Ambassador, and I'm here tonight to talk about carbs. To eat or not to eat carbs is the question. So, in today's society, many people are cutting carbs. Carbs are the culprit. Carbs are causing you to gain weight. Carbs are causing you to have difficulty losing weight. But I am here to tell you tonight, carbs are not the villain. There are actually two types of carbs. You have complex carbs, which are on the whole food side, and then you have simple carbs, which are refined foods. So the simple carbs include white sugar, white bread, white pasta, cakes, ice cream, sugary drinks, and non-diet sodas. Those are the simple carbs. Oh, and sweetened sugar. Sweetened cereal. Also on the complex side, you have brown rice, brown wheat bread, brown bread rather. You have quinoa, beans, lentils, fruit. What else do we have on there? Sweet potatoes, chia seeds, and I've never had a chia seed, but chia seeds are a complex carbohydrates. Most complex carbohydrates also contain fiber. So when you're beginning to make your healthy choices, you don't have to cut your carbs. You just have to pay attention to which carbs you're going to consume. Those simple carbs, which offer little to no nutrients, are the ones that are going to give you the most trouble. So you want to look more at the complex carbs. So one thing I realized, even when reading about the carbs and seeing the difference between the complex and the simple, which are refined foods, are just easier. You can access them and get your food on the go, warm them up in the microwave, take them out, rip the wrapper and go to eating, and you're good to go. Because we are in a fast-paced society, we don't have a lot of time to sit around like we did, like in the way olden days, to cook our breakfast and make sure we get the right amount of carbohydrates and protein in our bodies. In fact, way back in the day, no one was counting calories. No one was measuring how many carbs. I don't even know if people understood what carbs or protein were. They just made sure they ate because they had to have enough fuel to work the farm or walk a long way to go to school, miles and miles away, not just to the bus stop, but miles and miles away to get to school. I would say in the Little House on the Prairie days. So no one cared about carbs and protein. But the more society advanced, our food advanced as well, but not so much on the healthy side. That food, if it's, like I said, if it's not absorbed, if it's not digested, if it's not excreted, then it turns to fat. So on the complex side, of course, the foods that I named there are not always ready to go. They're not quick and easy, but you do have to do some meal planning. So that's what we have to kind of get back to in today's society, taking time to take care of ourselves. So I love when I look on my page or the feed and I see different people sharing that they're selling meals already planned, that they're doing meal planning or helping you know how to meal plan for yourself. I think it's absolutely great that people are taking more time to know what they're putting inside their bodies so that they can lead healthier lives. That's amazing. So this show is not really to motivate you to do better. This show is just to let you know the differences so that when you are ready to make the choice, make the decision, that you know what's needed to make sure that you're living a healthier lifestyle. Cutting all the sugary, white, it's very important. And what's wrong with white? The only thing that I remember from reading about white sugar, white bread, all of that, is because it has to be bleached. It has to be colored. They have to do something chemically to it to get it the color that it is, which removes any value that there was when it started out. So that's really the main thing. So if anyone knows anything else, feel free to let me know. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I just read information and try to share it with others based on my understanding. So if you have a better understanding or there is something I'm missing from the piece about the white sugar, white bread, those that are made on the simple carb side, please feel free to let me know. I'm always learning. But back to the complex carbs, meal planning, taking your time, making sure that you're eating the right amounts each day is super important. So research says that you can get up to 2,000 calorie meal, but 200 to 225 to 325 of those calories must be complex carbs. Must be those carbs. That's the fuel that you need in your diet for the day. If you're one that likes to skip breakfast, that's going to be a whole nother show. But from what my understanding is, you need those carbs to burn that fat. It's not the carbs that's making you fat unless you're consuming too much of the simple carbs. So should we cut carbs? We should only limit the simple carbs, and we should make sure that we include those complex carbs in our meal planning. Make sure you include those carbs that have the fiber. Make sure you add protein to your diet. Make sure it is a balanced diet. Anytime you're doing too much of anything, it's going to be a negative effect. But if you balance out your diet with the carbohydrates, like I mentioned, protein, even certain amounts of fats, that's another show, then you should be well on your way to being the healthy person that you're planning to be. Or if you're trying to lose weight, that you'll be on your way to losing the weight that you need to lose. But let me tell you, this weight loss journey is not for the faint. And it's not for those who need to have external motivation. You have to have a drive on the inside. You have to want to feel better. You have to want to live longer. You have to have the energy to do the things that you want to do. That's part of your motivation. And if you have family, a husband, kids, all that, yeah, they're a motivation too. Just like someone said, if you're on an airplane and the airplane is going down, and the masks come down, the oxygen comes down for you to put on your face, and you got your children next to you, who are you supposed to put the mask on first? You. You have to put the mask on yourself first. You got to save yourself first so that you can save your kids. So I mentioned all that to say, if you're trying to live a longer life, be around for the, family activities, or just wanting to do your passions in life, you got to be healthy. You have to be healthy. If you're not exercising, it's not too late. I'm doing an exercise with a woman named Lethal Lisa. You can find her on Facebook, and I believe on Instagram, same name, Lethal Lisa. And just let her know you want to join into the virtual exercises that we do on Tuesdays at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time, and Thursdays 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 Eastern Time, all PM. You can join her for $7 per session. It's low impact exercise. You gotta get your body moving, and as they like to say in their class, any movement is good movement. So if you haven't gotten your body moving in a long time, you might want to try that out. It's virtual. You can do it from your own home, your living room, outside, on the porch, in the basement, and get moving. I would tell if I could go back in time and talk to my young self, I would say, never stop working out. I don't have to be building up a 6-pack or, giving myself some guns, but never stop working out, meaning always keep your body moving, because that helps your heart, that helps your digestive system, that helps your skin. It works. It all works together. There's no magic pill. Although I'm going to share one, it's not magic. This is one item that I take because the older we get, we lose enzymes that help us digest food, the pre and probiotics. So this is a product that helps you digest your food much better. And if you have digestion issues, you have IBS, other issues with gut, then this is a great product to help you, release that food, because if we're not absorbing it, digesting it, or excreting it, it turns to fat. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys tonight. To eat or not to eat carbs, the answer is eat them, but make sure that you know what you're eating. So if they're on the simple side, you're cutting or eliminating. If they're on a complex side, make sure you're getting it with fiber, and mixing your whole routine with also protein. And that's it, guys. Y'all have a great night. See you next time.